Hi everyone, today I will be making caramelized pork and eggs. It's called Thit Kho. This is a very popular dish to serve with rice, and for many Vietnamese it's a kind of comfort food. Firstly, I'm gonna cut the pork into 1.5-inch cubes. I'm gonna use 1 kilogram of pork today. You can either use pork belly or pork legs with the bones removed. It's gonna take a few hours to cook this dish, so I'm gonna cook a large pot today on weekends and save in the fridge to serve during the next week. We're gonna use the whole piece of pork, including the skin and the fat. Next, we're gonna marinate the pork with a tablespoon of minced garlic, a tablespoon of minced shallot, or you can also use the white part of spring onion instead of shallot, a teaspoon of seasoning powder or sugar, and a half a teaspoon of salt, and also some pepper. Mix really well and let marinate for about 30 minutes. Now in a pot over medium heat, add 1 tablespoon of cooking oil and sprinkle 2 tablespoons sugar evenly onto the bottom of the pot. The sugar is going to melt and turn into caramel color. Then add in the marinated pork and stir really well. This part is quite tricky because there's a very fine line between caramel color and black color. So if you're not very experienced with it yet, I recommend you to take off the heat when the sugar turns into caramel, and then add in the pork, stir really well, and then bring back to the stove. That will help not to burn the sugar before you even add in the pork. So after stirring for about 2 to 3 minutes, when the outside of the pork is no longer pink, you can add in the coconut juice and water. You can also use coconut soda or just simply water, but of course the version with coconut juice will be a lot more delicious. After that, add in the hard-boiled eggs and bring to a boil. The water level should be enough to barely cover the pork and the eggs. The pork should be quite sweet for this dish, so if the coconut juice is not sweet enough, you might want to add a little more sugar. The coconut juice also helps to give the pork and the eggs a very nice caramel color. Even though it's not a soup, we still want the broth, or the sauce in this case, to be clear. So keep skimming up the scum and also do not cover the pot during the whole cooking process. Then we're gonna add in our fish sauce. We're gonna simmer this over medium-low heat, uncovered, for 2 hours. It should taste a lot lighter than your normal taste right now because after 2 hours the sauce gonna reduce by half and get saltier. So this is our final product. I transfer it to a plate and sprinkle some black pepper on top. You can serve this with a plate of boiled vegetables or green mustard pickles or other kind of pickles that you like. The pork and the eggs are very nicely caramelized. This is also a very popular dish to serve during Vietnamese New Year. You can keep this in the fridge for a week and it will taste good, or sometimes even better in the next days. So we don't have to bother cooking during the first few days of the New Year. The pork should be very tender but still in its shape. You can easily break it with chopsticks. And the broth should be clear and has a very nice caramel color. This can also be a perfect breakfast with some steamed sticky rice and some fresh herbs and cucumber slices. Oh, this is my favorite breakfast. The pork is savory and slightly sweet. Oh, so good. I hope you like it and thank you for watching. Bye bye!